Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com.
All right, let's launch an instance. The free tier T2 micro will not work for me, so I will take maybe T2 medium. And I will open all traffic. It is still pending, not sure why. It is up now, this instance. So let me connect to it. All right, so this is my machine where I will install SonarQube and I can do whatever I want. Okay, so there are three ways by which I can install SonarQube. Okay, I can install SonarQube. Let's talk about installation here. I can just execute SonarQube in my command line. Okay, and that will install or run the SonarQube. But if I close this command line, the server will go down. Next thing is I can install SonarQube as a service. Right, so that means SonarQube will be installed and then it will not be dependent on a specific command. Even if I shut down my machine and restart it, the SonarQube service will come up. Or I can run it as a Docker image. Okay, so I will show you all of these service. Maybe I will not show. I will just guide you how you can do that. But I will show you how you can execute SonarQube on your system, SonarQube command to start SonarQube server, or how you can run with Docker image. Okay, but before we do that, we need to understand what things we need to install and what are the various components of SonarQube that we need to use. Okay, so let's invest a little bit time there. So when we talk about SonarQube, there are various components that are involved. So let me draw some diagram here. Give me a second, please. Yep. And all right. Okay, I made a lot of boxes. Okay, Now, the most important thing when we talk about SonarQube is SonarQube server. What is SonarQube server? SonarQube server is the central place or central storage where all your analysis is done, where all the intelligence of your static code analysis components is stored. Okay, so all the static code analysis reports you see here, all the static code analysis history is stored here, right? All the project configurations, rule definitions, yeah, quality gate definitions, everything is done on the SonarQube server. Okay, so SonarQube server is a central server which stores the complete information about your project. All right, then what gives it all the information? How does SonarQube server receive all the information about which code is being analyzed and how it is being analyzed? What is the current status of the code? All that, how does it receive? So let's say this is a machine, a desktop or a laptop. Let's call it as a workstation, for example. So let's say this is a workstation on which your source code is available, right? Maybe you did a git clone and you downloaded the source code, right? Now there, on wherever your source code is available, there is a small binary installed called SonarQube scanner.
Hey viewers, our Mastery in DevOps engineering program can help you to hone the skills necessary to succeed in high-level DevOps positions. So, what are you waiting for? Enroll now and earn certification that show you are keeping pace with today's technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Now SonarQube scanner will take a look at the source code. It will analyze the source code, look for the structure of the code, understand how it is written, what are the lines of code and all everything here, and it will prepare a summary of this understanding, and this SonarQube scanner will report it to the server. So the SonarQube scanner will work with the source code, analyze it, understand it, and give the report to the SonarQube server. Okay, SonarQube server will receive this report. It will receive this report and process the report, and then give you a visualization, and then give you if your quality gate or the standard of your quality is met or not met, right? And whatever reports it receives or whatever data this SonarQube server generates, it is all stored in the database. Okay, so you should always use an external database, for example Oracle or MS SQL or PostgreSQL, whatever database you want to use, you can use that. For our demonstration, we will have a test database, which is built-in test database in SonarQube server. So we will not set up any database on our own, but you can do that if you want. All right, so this is a SonarQube server. Okay, so it stores complete project information and everything. Now there are various components in SonarQube server as well. There is compute engine. This compute engine is responsible for receiving the reports and processing them. Okay, then there is Elasticsearch. Now Elasticsearch is a search and analysis tool which is used here, which retrieves the data from the database and performs or generates data which can be visualized. Okay, it basically is a search engine for your big data within the SonarQube server. Then you have plugins. Plugins are something similar to Jenkins plugins, where you can install a new language support or install some visualizations or some extra functionality, right? So plugins provide extra functionality to your SonarQube server. Now to perform our static code analysis, we need to have the SonarQube server, and we need to have a machine on which our scanner is running. So we need to have scanner available, and we need to have some sort of code base also to be available. All right. So to demonstrate this entire setup in our machine here, this machine, we will install SonarQube server. Now these are the ways your SonarQube server can be installed. All right. On my laptop, which is Windows laptop here, I will download a sample code base, right, which is written in Java. So I will download the sample code base, and I will also download the SonarQube scanner. Okay, maybe not Java because we need heavy compilation there. So not Java there. I will download some sample code base. All right, and download the SonarQube scanner. And then we will see how it all integrates together. And then we go into much detail about how projects is configured, how are the rules created, what are the quality gates, and how do we relate the rules with quality gates, as someone asked here. All right, so let's do that. First thing, install SonarQube server. Now, if I go to SonarQube website here, I can go to download. And when I go to download, I can download anything, SonarQube Community Edition or Developer Edition or Enterprise Edition and everything here. And whatever I mentioned, different flavors in the slides, it's all mentioned here also. Okay, so I can click on download. I can download for free Community Edition, or I can download from Docker Hub if I want to run a Docker image. So I'll say download for free. Yeah, I will click on this. I don't actually want to download here directly, so I'll cancel it because I want it on my Linux machine, right? So I'll directly right click here and copy the download URL. Okay, and on my Linux machine here, I have to be root for I want to install, and let's make a directory called SonarQube, and I will download this installation binary. Done. Let's unzip. Unzip command is not found, so we have to install it. Let's say app update. So this is a zip file which is downloaded, right? SonarQube install is a zip file, so I have to unzip it. Now to unzip, I need the utility unzip, which unfortunately is not installed here. So I'll clear the screen. Apt install unzip. Done. Right? Now I can say unzip my zip file. Press enter. And now unzipping is happening. Unzipping is done. If I do an list of files, I can see the zip file that was downloaded and the SonarQube binary here. Let's go to SonarQube binary or SonarQube folder. Inside this folder, I can see a lot of folders here. There's a bin folder which contains our binary and our executable. Then there is configuration folder. Then there is data folder which stores all our cached data. Then Elasticsearch which stores Elasticsearch. Then there is extensions which contains plugins. Then other libraries, then logs and temp file and our web server related files.
Hey viewers, trying to get into DevSecOps? Enroll for our DevSecOps certified professional programs and earn the certification that shows you are fit for these technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Okay, so we will see which directory we want to check for any details, and we will talk about that. Whatever we require, we will talk about them. First thing of interest is the bin directory. The bin directory has all the binaries required for running this server. Now this is the server part. In our diagram, This is a SonarQube server. What I'm showing you here, this is the server part. Okay. Now, because we are on Linux, we'll go to the Linux directory. If you want to install SonarQube on Windows machine, you can go to Windows as well. Now I'm going to go to Linux. Now, SonarQube is written in Java. Okay, so we need Java also installed. So let's see, Java hyphen version. Is Java installed? Java is not found. Okay, so we need to install Java. But which version of Java? SonarQube has very specific requirements for that. So if I want to understand how to install Java and which version to install, let's go to the documentation of SonarQube. Let's go there and let's say setup, right? And let's say install the server. If I go to installation, right, we see what we can do here. So installing the server, we can install databases. So these 3 databases are supported. Okay, and here are the requirements for running SonarQube. Let's go to the requirements, and it gives hardware requirements, so what system should be used and all that. So we don't want to go through that here. Now let's see the supported platforms. So for server, we want Java 11. Exactly Java 11, not Java 12, not Java 10. Java 11 is required. So we have to install Java 11 here, both for OpenJDK and Oracle JRE. So let's install Java 11 first. Okay, if you want to use databases, then these versions and these releases of databases are supported here. Now we are not going to set up a database. This is out of scope, so we will not do that. Let's see if there is any other requirement. I don't see any other major requirement. So yeah, that's fine. All is okay. So let's install Java 11. apt install OpenJDK -11 -JDK. So instead of installing JRE, I will install complete Java development kit. It is being installed. Let's be patient. Done. Right? Now our Java is installed. And now let's go back to SonarQube. So we unzipped SonarQube. Inside that there is bin directory. We have Linux directory under there. And if I list down the files here, I see sonar.sh, right? And wrapper. Now sonar.sh is the command which is going to manage our SonarQube server. Now I can say /sonar.sh start. It is going to start our SonarQube server. Okay. Now, where is this server running? Which port? What are the configurations? How is it running? It is all defined in the conf file, conf directory. If I go one level up and another level up, there is a conf directory, right? Let's go to conf. And if I list all the files, we get sonar.properties. This is an important file. If I open this file, I can see a lot of configurations here, right? Maybe it's too dark for you guys to see. Let's invert the colors, right? So maybe now you can see much better. So if you are using any database, so you can specify the database username and password and blah, blah, blah. So you can maybe also see somewhere down here where the web server is running. So web server will run on port 9000. So you can access the application on port 9000 here, right? So this is coming from here. Now let's find the IP address of my machine here. This is the IP address. And because Sonar service has already been started, let's browse port 9000. Okay, I don't see the output here. Let's go to logs and see what is happening. And if I open sonar.log, it says SonarQube is stopped. No JDK distributions that do not bundle JDK. Cannot run Elasticsearch as root. Okay, all right, no problems then. So it says we cannot run Elasticsearch as root. Perfectly fine. So let's not be root here. Okay, let's be some other user. So I should not have disconnected. Give me a second. Let me not be root. Okay, so I'll be Ubuntu user. All right. Now I will.
Hey viewers, are you looking for formal training on SRE practices? Take our SRE program. This course will teach you how to successfully implement site reliability engineering in the modern day 24/7 services. Kickstart your SRE training today. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Let's do this SonarQube thing again. Just give me 1 sec. So because now I want to run my SonarQube as a non-root user, I need to have zip file in my current directory as root as Ubuntu user. So I'm going to copy the zip file in my local directory. All right. So I have SonarQube zip in my Ubuntu users home directory. Okay. I'm not allowed to run SonarQube server as root user. I forgot to tell you that. I myself forgot, but now I realized. So now I will run this server as Ubuntu user. Same things, unzip. Done. Clear the screen. Go to SonarQube directory. Go to bin and go to Linux and say /sonar.sh start. So now it says SonarQube is started. Let's check the logs. Not the conf directory, the logs directory. Let's print the logs here. Let's see if something is up on port 9000. And we see SonarQube is up and running, right? Now it is starting with the default configurations. Let's give it some time. You can see something is still happening here. And it says SonarQube is up. So our SonarQube is installed here. So default username password is admin. Okay, when you install SonarQube, it will ask for username password. Default username is admin, password is admin. Now we'll change the password. It is requirement here. And I have changed the password. This is what SonarQube looks like. Okay, so we have installed the server part of SonarQube. Right. So if you go back to our diagram, SonarQube server is installed. We will now, in our laptop, we will install some sample source code and some SonarQube scanner, and then we will connect to this. Okay, and then we will get it working, and then we will see more details about it. All right. Okay. Any questions till now? And let's take a 10 minutes break. Question from KP Raksha. Does only the report generated by scanner go to server and not the code itself? The code also goes to the server. Code also is sent. So we have this SonarQube server set up now, right? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, Amit.
All right. Okay. So we have the SonarQube server set up now. And now we are going to run an analysis. So I'm going to download a sample code base and download a SonarQube scanner on my laptop. Okay. And then we will execute the SonarQube scanner. All right. Maybe instead of laptop, I will create a new machine. Right. Because if there are any configuration changes required, if I have to upgrade the Java version, then laptop will not be a good place to make those changes. So let me set up a new machine here pretty quickly. So if you don't know AWS, it is fine. If you don't know what I'm doing here, it is fine. Just you should know that there are two machines that I am creating. Otherwise, it should be okay. All right, so this machine is also up now. Let me connect to it. Okay, so this is our this is our workstation, for example. Let's call it as our workstation. And this machine is the SonarQube server. Okay, this machine is our SonarQube server and this is the workstation. So on the workstation, I will perform whatever I have to perform. This is my workstation. Okay, so two things, we need source code and we need SonarQube scanner. So now let's again go to the SonarQube documentation and let's go to analyzing source code and let's go to scanners. Right, so you can have a scanner for Maven, you can have a scanner for Gradle, .NET, Azure DevOps, Jenkins. Yeah, lot of scanners available. I'm going to use a bare minimal Sonar scanner, very generic purpose SonarQube scanner. And there are a lot of versions available here. I will download the Linux 64-bit one. I click on it and it downloads. Now I don't want it here, so I'll copy the URL and download it on my workstation here. Unfortunately, on my workstation as well, I need to install unzip. Just make it full screen. So now I am downloading the SonarQube scanner on my workstation.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.